today I'm going to be talking about Josh Rosebrook's Oculus formula from Aurora Beauty. I'm going to tell you guys a little bit about Aurora Beauty and Josh Rosebrook, then I'm going to talk about the product itself, and finally I'm going to give you my opinion of it. My name's Sharon, welcome back to my channel. Make sure you guys subscribe below and turn on notifications to get the latest updates. Okay, so let's get started. Aurora Beauty sells products from a variety of different brands, and they have something that allows you to try samples. And I really like samples because it allows you to try before you buy. So what they say is these samples can be used for patch testing. This means you can test them out, make sure you don't have any reactions, see how they work with your hair and skin. Now you can test out the texture and the fragrance and the color as well as if you're using makeup. Now me personally, I purchased a lot of these samples because they were higher end products that were just outside of my budget, and I wanted to try them out, get a chance, a taste of luxury without purchasing the whole full-size product. So now Josh Rosebrook is a name that I had heard of before. I didn't know that much about him, so I decided to do a little bit of research, and I really like the information that he has on his website. So if you go to it and you click on Josh, he has some information at the top. He has his manifesto, his approach, ingredients and sources listed there. And then down at the bottom, if you click on it, it says About Us, and it gives some history of him, his personal history. So what happened is when he was 10 years old, he got into hair. He just had a natural affinity towards hair. He was cutting his friends' and family's hair. Later on, as a teen, he got more involved in skincare and plants, the plant behind it, like herbs and stuff like that. Well, he decided to, as he grew up, to study at a cosmetology school. So he studied there, and he went on to work at high-end salons. So he has a lot of experience before he decided to start his own company. And I do really like a lot of the ethics behind it. So some information about his company, which I have written down, is on his team, he has a phytochemist, an herbalist, and an aromatherapist. So I do really like that he is reaching out to experts in his field. Now, because he has experts in this field, he is allowed to do a lot of stuff in-house, such as his herbal infusions and his extracts. They can make those in-house. And if you go to his ingredient list, he has more information about where they source their ingredients from, the raw ingredients. And he also has a section there about preservatives. And I really like this because I haven't seen many companies that do this. He acknowledges that preservatives are good. So what preservatives do basically is they prevent microorganisms from growing into your products. And these are natural. They are not good. You don't want microorganisms growing in there. And because they're microorganisms, you can't necessarily see or smell them. And these are bacteria, yeast, mold, and fungus. So he acknowledges that the preservative system is going to vary according to the formula. You might need more or less of something. And one preservative he mentions is potassium sorbate. And he's got a link and some more information that you can read about as far as that goes. His ingredients themselves are organic, certified organic, or wildcrafted. They're also non-GMO. He says he stays away from parabens, artificial things such as fragrances and color. He also stays away from sulfates, silicons, and petrochemicals. In addition, all of his products are cruelty-free, so they're not tested on animals. So I just really like a lot of the things that he embodies. He talks about, the wellness and using plants and just respecting them. And you can go onto his website and read more about it. I just got a very good feeling from his website and what he is trying to do. So that's some information about him and his company. I want to talk about the product itself. So, like I said, this is a couple dollars, and I believe this is about a 2 milliliter container. And I have something else. This is from Daru Extracts, and they are an aromatherapy company. So this is also 2 milliliters, and it looks to me that they're the same size. I know this one, the shoulder is higher, but it's also skinnier. Now I'm going to open it up and show you what they have on the inside. Now, the cap itself is a screw-off cap, which is something I like. And on the inside, you just have the orifice, or the opening. Now, the other one that I have with these 2 milliliter containers, sometimes they have something called an orifice reducer. And that is to make the orifice or the hole smaller. So, Josh's does not have that on there. I think that is okay, considering the price that I paid for this was less than what I paid for this. And also this is shorter and squatter, so the center of gravity is lower. And with that being said, if I knocked this over, I would be upset, but I wouldn't be heartbroken because, like I said, this was only a couple dollars. So the color, as you guys can see, I'm not going to take this out. I'm just going to move it around a little bit. It's a yellow. It's very thin. I want to talk about the ingredients that he has. So the ingredients are, I kind of have an issue with the ingredients that he lists on his website. So this is actually sold out now at his website. So before I get into the ingredients, I'm going to tell you a little bit about it. Their description says it's concentrated, fast absorbing, and active oils. It has herbal nutrients. It's for delicate skin, antioxidants, and anti-inflammatory. They support collagen. They firm and regenerate. So regeneration is something that he touches upon. He believes that our body, our hair and skin can kind of heal itself and regenerate itself. He says the rich fatty acids and phytonutrients can reduce puffiness and protect from accelerated damage. So that's a little bit about it. It says the benefits. It goes over the benefits according to some of the ingredients. So he highlights on a few of these ingredients, such as hemp seed oil, can firm, echinacea, calms, fennel soothes. It's got blueberry in it, which brightens. And you guys can check there. I'm not going to read off what each single ingredient does, but he does discuss that there. He says how to use it, apply to a clean face. And first you're supposed to use their hydrating accelerator, which I don't have, and then use the product. You're also supposed to keep it away from light and put in a cool, dark place. And they encourage you to refrigerate this product. And I believe that is because it has hemp seed oil in it. Now, hemp seed oil has a notorious shelf life. I believe it's around 6 months. It depends. I've seen as short as 3 up to 12. But hemp seed oil does not last very long, and since this has in it, that could be an issue. And if you're keeping it in a refrigerator, it's cool, it's dark, it's away from light and heat, so that's a good place to keep it. Now the ingredients are where I have an issue. So their ingredients they list here, they do not use the botanical name or the INCI name or the INCI name. They're using the common vernacular name, and this can be an issue because some products, their botanical names are different, but their vernacular or the common names are the same. So what he has in here, he has the carrier oils are camellia, baobab, hemp, sunflower, grapeseed, almond are the carrier oils. And then he has the herbs. So my guess is this is an herbal infusion. He has eyebright, neem, echinacea, alfalfa, blueberry, fennel, slippery elm, skullcap, and calendula, as well as rosemary leaf and chickweed. So those are, I believe these are the herbs. Now the thing is, neem can also be an oil, but he just wrote neem down there. He didn't write neem oil. And now some of these are certified organic and others are just organic. It also is cruelty-free and not made in the US. So the third part here, he has essential oils. He's got rose, geranium, lavender, blue chamomile, and carrot seed. Now with geranium, there are different types of geranium out there. For example, a vat where I purchased, I believe it was rose geranium, they had 3 different types of geranium. And I'm going to link to my video about that below and above, and you can check that out. So I have 2 issues with ingredients. So one is that I would like to have the botanical name here, and they don't list that. And I think they should, because by not listing the botanical name, they are not INCI or INCI compliant, for one. And I believe that's optional, so I know that's not a deal breaker for a lot of people. The second issue that I personally have is essential oils. And when I bought this, I really liked essential oils, and I thought the more the better. Now, I do like that they have an aromatherapist on staff. With that being said, there is no central organization or anything that approves aromatherapists. Like, you can take a simple course and be an aromatherapist, or you can, go out and study for years. Now, Josh Rosebrook, the company, knowing what he embodies, it's probably the latter. He is very certified. However, myself personally, I'm trying to move away from essential oils in my personal products. And that's a couple of reasons. I just don't want all of those, the scent. And the second one is due to sensitization. I'm going to link to that below. Basically what it is if you use an essential oil over and over again, you can get sensitized to this, and one of 2 things happens. So you're building up a tolerance, similar to what you would do with coffee. And when you build up a tolerance, you either get sensitized, which means the essential oils are not doing what they're supposed to be doing, or you can get irritated and develop a reaction. And you have probably heard of people who have used the same product over and over, and then they're like, oh, and then I started breaking out or this, but it can't be this product because I've used it for years. Well, it can, because that's what sensitization is. And I just don't want as much as I love essential oils, I just kind of want to kind of move them back and not be inundated with all these essential oils that I'm using. Now, the particular essential oils that he is using, rose, geranium, lavender, blue chamomile, and carrot, are supposed to be really good for skin, especially geranium and carrot seed. Now, lavender, unfortunately, is one of those that there's many different types of lavender, first of all, and I wish you would have listed the botanical name, but also people do get irritated to lavender when they use it on their skin. Even though this is diluted, for some reason, lavender seems to be a go-to one, to use lavender a lot for skin issues, but it's also one that people react to a lot, and perhaps it's due to sensitization. We're just inundated with lavender. So I would use this. I'm glad I purchased this. I'm not too worried about sensitization because I probably only have a milliliter left. I am not going to repurchase this, and my two big issues are, one, there's no botanical name listed, and I really believe they should. Like, I know the whole website is very clean and white, and maybe they didn't want to put that in there, but I wish they did. And the second thing is, I just don't want essential oils in my personal care products, and that's my opinion. So now I want to hear from you guys. I've given you guys a lot of information about Josh Rosebrook, his company, as well as the ingredients here. I've talked about my opinion. Please let me know if you've purchased anything from Josh Rosebrook. If you have, what did you purchase and what was your opinion of it? And then second, if you haven't, go onto his website and check it out. I do really like the ethics and what his company embodies. Make sure you guys leave a comment below. I really enjoy hearing from you. Please like this video and give it a big thumbs up. Also, subscribe to my channel and turn on notifications to get the latest updates. I will see you guys later.